Tony Stark has one of the biggest brains and biggest bank accounts in the Marvel Universe.
Hey, you said it.
But did you ever wonder what would happen if Tony's own tech was turned against him?
A philosophical conundrum for the ages.
Get ready to learn how a bunch of Iron Man copycats put Tony to the test in more ways than one. We're talking Armor Wars on Marvel's Long Story Short. Our story begins when Stark Enterprises gets infiltrated by the espionage agent Spymaster. Spymaster made off with the designs for the Iron Man suit and handed them over to Tony's arch-rival, Justin Hammer.
This was the easiest way to get them here?
This story happens in the 80s. Flash drives won't be around for another decade.
Using the stolen Iron Man schematics, Hammer started building new supersuits for the numerous criminals in his employ, as well as selling copycat circuits, devices, and even whole armors to outside parties. Tony was completely unaware of this until one of Hammer's goons turned good and handed his suit over to the Armored Avenger and his most trusted ally and confidant, James Rhodes.
Sorry about that.
Hammer is giving my tech to criminals?
You're offended as a superhero?
No, I'm offended as a capitalist.
Tony decided it was time to whip out the most feared weapon in his entire arsenal.
My lawyers, it's lawyering time.
Mr. Stark is your lawyer? I must ask, who exactly do you plan on suing?
Oh yeah, wait right here. I gotta serve some papers. And some punches.
Tony started tracking down the villains using his stolen tech, and hit him with a negator, a small electronic device that shuts down Stark tech.
Who's in control now, controller?
Not me. The bitter irony of it all.
I got the suits. Let's start suing these guys.
Actually, Mr. Stark, as your lawyer, I must warn you that it might be years before we get this case in front of a jury.
The wheels of justice are slow for normal people. I'm gonna take the law into my own hands.
As your lawyer, I would advise against going... Wonder if S.H.I.E.L.D. has to put up with this.
Iron Man continued his vendetta against the suit stealers in defiance of the law and in increasingly brutal ways.
Whoa, brutal? That's a bit extreme.
Iron Man, please! I'm Stingray! I'm an Avenger! I work for the government! I got this tech legally!
Shut up, you suit-stealing scumbag!
But this isn't even your tech!
Oops, might be.
Now the government wanted to bring him to justice. But at this time, no one knew who Iron Man really was, so Tony came up with a brilliant plan.
I've called this press conference to say, I'm firing Iron Man as my personal bodyguard, and that his true identity is, Randall Pierce.
Tony, I'm here to help you catch this Pierce guy.
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s got your back, too.
Hey, Rhodey. Hey, Nick. Yes, I totally need your help to catch this totally real guy.
You okay, man? You're acting a little paranoid.
Me? Paranoid? No way. S.H.I.E.L.D. uses my technology in their Mandroid armors, but I can't trust them with it. I can't trust anyone. I have to take down S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hey, Tony, you said all that out loud.
Oh, well, never mind. We gotta go break into a prison.
What?
Tony was now on a mission to take out anyone who was using his tech, good or bad. Tony and Rhodey headed to the vault, a maximum security prison, where the guards were using Stark brand suits.
Here, have a negator.
What's a negator?
But before he could take out the last guard, he was stopped by the captain, who was secretly tracking Iron Man's moves.
Attacking a security guard? What's next? Attacking a fellow superhero?
Good idea.
Tony's quest to reclaim his property was losing him friends and making him new enemies all over the world. He nearly caused an international incident in Russia.
Check out the new drip.
He used his new stealth suit to sneak into the country and take down Crimson Dynamo and Titanium Man.
Negator. Negator.
But the fight really heated up when Iron Man's rocket boots set Titanium Man on fire, burning him to death. And even though it was an accident, it got him fired from the Avengers. Running out of options, the US government turned to another of Tony's rivals, Edwin Cord, for help.
Not to worry, I'll bring him in with my latest invention, the Firepower suit.
The Firepower suit was actually another suit made from Tony's stolen technology.
Shut up!
Tony wasn't concerned. He had his negators.
Negator. 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 Hey, what's negating my negators?
I made some modifications. Those things won't work on this suit.
The Firepower suit quickly kicked Tony's iron butt. Luckily, James Rhodes was waiting in a nearby helicopter to offer some assistance.
I think I got an idea that will fix everything. It involves a lot of blood.
Iron Man exploded, and pieces of Tony's blood-splattered armor rained down on the battlefield. Thankfully, Tony wasn't actually in the suit. Rhodes had filled it with blood bags he brought in case Tony needed a transfusion and blew it up via remote control.
Oh, there's gotta be a less gruesome way to fake my death.
Thinking Iron Man was dead, Cord sent the Firepower suit out to target Stark's businesses in a bid to destroy his company. But Iron Man returned in a new suit, one that could overpower Firepower.
You're supposed to be dead.
That was some other guy. I'm the new Iron Man? Yeah, that's the ticket.
Tony had finally put an end to the Armor Wars, and he was ready to start making amends with his friends and colleagues.
I get kicked out of the Avengers all the time. It'll be fine.
Of course, his own guilty conscience was a little harder to wrestle with.
Oh, I hate guilt.
But that's a story for another episode of Marvel's Long Story Short.